Real estate investors, if you are obsessing over monthly cash flow, you are completely missing the only true passive wealth builder in this game. I'm Greg Schwartz. I've been investing for 8 years, and I currently self-manage 25 rental units right here in Bryan-College Station, all while running an investor-focused real estate agent business. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the TikTok lie of passive income. I'm gonna explain why cash flow is really just a side hustle and show you the exact math of how a basic $250,000 house can actually build massive wealth. By the end, you'll know why building a portfolio of 5 to maybe 15 long-term rentals is the ultimate part-time job, so let's get into it. You've seen them, the TikTokers and Instagram gurus showing their rented Lamborghinis and bragging about their real estate portfolio that makes them $250,000 a year while they sip Aperol spritzers on the Amalfi Coast. They call it passive income. I'm calling bullshit. I've tried almost every strategy out there. I've tried house hack, Airbnbs, long-term rentals, live-in flips, owner financing. I've looked into wholesaling and subject to, and here is the brutal truth that nobody tells you when they sell you their course. A physical piece of real estate is inherently active. Think about it. If you buy a house here in College Station and let it sit totally empty, what happens? The house falls apart and you bleed money. You have to pay property taxes, which we all know is no joke here in Texas. You have to pay insurance. You have to pay utilities. And even if nobody is living there, the Texas weather is going to age the roof and the siding and the HVAC. So suddenly your passive asset has very active expenses. So to stop the bleeding, you have to generate some income, of course, to offset those holding costs. And the moment you start generating income to cover those expenses, congratulations, you just bought yourself a side hustle. So now we've established that cash flow is actually just a wage that you earn from a side hustle. Let's break down the different jobs you can choose to offset the property's expenses. Job number 1, the long-term rental. Let's say you self-manage it. It might cash flow $100 a month, and it takes you about an hour a month to manage. Effectively, your side hustle pays you $100 an hour. It's not bad. Job number 2, you want to be an Airbnb or short-term host. You turn it into an Airbnb rental. This is the sexy one right now. Maybe you cash flow $500 a month, but wait, you're managing the cleaners. You're dealing with the Airbnb Aggie tailgaters. You're answering midnight messages and dealing with those Airbnb claims and ultimately with the Airbnb support staff. You're putting in 4 hours a month or more, adding up to about 40 hours a year per unit. Do the math. $500 a month divided by 4 hours means you're making only slightly more per hour than the long-term rental, but you're putting in 4 times more of your valuable time. And let me pause right here and talk to the high income earners. If you're making $250,000 or $300,000 a year in your main career, why on earth are you running an Airbnb for cash flow? If you want an extra $1,000 a month, go work a few extra hours at your high-paying, highly stable W-2 job. Running a hospitality business on the side is a terrible trade of your time. And I'm gonna be real with you. The truth is this, flipping or wholesaling? Flipping is 100% an active job, and wholesaling a 100% active hustle. No different than my real estate agent business. There's zero long-term ownership, which means no time for appreciation, and in my opinion, zero passive wealth, which brings me to the most important part of this entire video. Before we get into that, managing a portfolio on the side doesn't have to be a nightmare, even if you have a demanding W-2 career. If you're looking to build a portfolio of 5 to maybe 15 properties here in Bryan-College Station, and you want help effectively self-managing while working your W-2 job, shoot me an email, send the word START to info@schwartzrealtygroup.com. I'll personally respond to you and we'll get a game plan started. So we've established that cash flow is an active side hustle, and there's a few different side hustles that you can choose from. But what is the actual passive income in real estate? It's the appreciation, natural market appreciation. The kind of appreciation your dad got by buying a house in Austin back in 2000 and then just sitting on it while the city grew around it. Let me show you the real math here in Bryan-College Station. Let's say you buy a basic, median price $250,000 house. You put down $50K. Based on historic averages since 1990, that house will appreciate by 4.5% to 5% per year, or $10,000 to $12,500 every single year. Let that sink in. You might only be making $1,200 a year in active cash flow from your tenants, but your wealth just grew by over $12,000 without lifting a single finger. That is the passive income. Let's look at scale. You could run 2 Airbnbs. You'll make maybe $1,000 to $2,000 per month in active side hustle income, but you're working 8 hours a month dealing with all those guests. The good news is that you could get the appreciation on those 2 houses, which could easily add up to 5% of a $500,000 portfolio, or for the same amount of time, you can manage 8 long-term rentals on the side. The work is the same, roughly 8 hours per month, and at $100 a month each, you make slightly less per month, $800 in side hustle income. But because you hold 8 assets, you're getting $80,000 a year in pure passive appreciation. Same hours worked, massively different passive wealth. This changes everything about how you build a portfolio. A lot of investors get paralyzed. They look at a deal, see it only cash flows $50 a month, and they walk away because some TikToker told them that they should be making $500 a door. Stop looking at monthly cash flow as your scorecard. I want you to look at cash flow as simply the shield that protects your asset. The only purpose of cash flow is to make sure the property is self-sustaining so that the government doesn't take it for unpaid taxes or the bank doesn't foreclose on you. If the side hustle of cash flow pays the expenses, you get to keep the real estate longer. And the longer you keep real estate in a market like Bryan-College Station, the richer you get. The ideal blueprint, in my mind, you want to build that portfolio again, 5, 10, maybe 15 long-term rentals. Manage them yourself using tight systems. Keep your expenses low and track your net worth every single year instead of tracking your monthly cash flow. That is the truth about real estate. There is active and passive income baked into that real estate deal, but it's the passive income that will truly grow your wealth. If you're ready to graduate from chasing cash flow to building real wealth here in Bryan-College Station, shoot me that email. Again, the word START in the subject line, send it to info@schwartzrealtygroup.com. If you're not ready to start the conversation, I suggest you check out this video right here.